Hey, do you find yourself having lots of great ideas but little execution? Frustrated at little progress despite your great intentions? In this episode, I'll be talking about the nature of a natural law called the Law of Diminishing Intent, and sharing 3 keys on how to flow with it for much greater compelling success in your life. So without further ado, just what is the Law of Diminishing Intent, which is a phrase coined by the legendary Jim Rohn? This law explains that the longer you wait or delay to do something you should do right away, the greater the odds that you will never actually do it. Apparently, this law is said to have a 24-hour half-life, which basically means for every 24 hours that passes by without you taking action on an initial idea or impulse, the odds of you taking action on it is 50% of what it was a day ago. Minutes of delay turn into hours, hours into days, days into weeks, weeks into months, months into years. And for many, the years go on without them doing anything about it. Be mindful that no amount of great intentions will pan out into an iota of good if we don't ever get round to executing upon it. So what stops most people from taking action immediately? From experience, it mostly boils down to an unclear vision of importance, paralysis by analysis, and just the usual day-to-day distractions. Doubt creeps in ever so subtly and strongly, and before you know it, most people get sidetracked. If one is to belong to the group with great results to show for, we would need to develop the speed of implementation. The speed of implementation is simply the time between you first having an idea and actually executing and implementing it. This is a rare trait that all ultra successful people have. They don't wait around for everything to fall into place or for the perfect conditions to be present. They are incredibly fast at implementing, and they take massive actions while doing so. This will be expounded in greater detail in another episode. Here's how I got rewarded fairly recently by working and flowing with this law. Around 2 years back, an idea came to me which I decided to act on immediately. This single act led to another idea which I also took action on immediately. This one single idea has since culminated in high 6 figures generated and is well on its way to generating 7 figures real soon. So allow me to share 3 keys on how you can flow with the Law of Diminishing Intent for greater compelling success. Key number 1. Be clear on whether the idea, intention, and action falls within your purpose and priorities. If you're anything like me, you'll have a million ideas and you'll need to decide quickly and wisely if it should be acted upon. Key number 2. If you've decided the idea should move ahead, use a simple trim tab to assist you get going. Right? Do refer to episode number 17 for this. Don't fall into the procrastination trap. And here's key number 3. Key number 3, once you've started executing and taking action upon your idea, use the power of the unbroken chain to sustain it if feasible. For this, refer to episode number 27. Right? Be patient, as the right kind of consistency will bear fruits at the right time. As we end off this episode, what are 1 or 2 ideas or changes you know you need to do now? Do they align with your personal purpose and priorities? If so, be mindful of the Law of Diminishing Intent and get started now or right away. General George Patton said, "A good plan violently executed now is better than a perfect plan executed next week." Jim Rohn, who coined the phrase of the Law of Diminishing Intent, also said, "The pain of discipline weighs ounces, and the pain of regret weighs tons." Trust this assist. Hey, thank you for listening. Do take a moment now and like this episode, leave a comment, and also subscribe to not miss out on new episodes. Once done, check out your next episode. Want to connect? Do so at calvinchan.org and also on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Stay well and talk soon.